Hey guys, you're watching One and Only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. Last episode, we started building Amanda's hotel. A hotel that was sent through via either Twitter or I think it was Twitter actually it was sent through. I do remember that. And I forgot about it. And it sat on my desk. The picture sat on my desktop for ages. And now when I was cleaning through my desktop, I found it. And I was like, oh yeah, we'll have to build that. And I thought this would be a perfect time to do it. So it's going to be a giant hotel. A beachfront hotel. Obviously, the ocean is just there. Pretty good location. You know, we're by this sort of busy part of the city for nightlife, which is going to be good for the hotel. There's restaurants nearby, shops nearby. You know, exactly what you need. The pier isn't too far away. It's sort of a perfect location for our city hotel. I'm just testing out these middle window parts. We've done these sort of staggered pane and full glass ones last episode on these thinner ones. I decided that maybe on the middle we do the same thing, but we do two of them because it's twice as wide. And I actually really like it. I really like the black. I've never liked using black glass before. But I think for this building, it just suits. It just works. This gap down below is because we're going to have the sort of driveway entrance, the sort of drive-through part, which I think we should probably start working on now, in fact. Now, we want the top level to be on here, but that's going to be quartz. We're going to have this a little bit wider. We should probably start at the bottom as well. What we need is 5 blocks wide of stone, but with 1 block on either side for like hedges or bushes or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that one there. This is then wide enough for a car to be able to drive through comfortably. We can have some like bushes around that side and bushes around there. I always like to leave 1 block so it's not too tight. This is where the ground pillar is going to be. Now I'm going to do the pillars out of brick, like how the foundations of those are, but I'm only going to do them 2 blocks high instead of the 4 blocks high. So we're just going to take that away like that. It keeps then the pattern throughout, but a little bit sort of shorter, half the height. Hopefully I remember to put the picture up on the screen again so you guys can sort of see where I'm sort of thinking of with all this. And then this comes over the top. Now, on the picture, this is actually flush with this this pillar. The front of it is flush. It sort of goes up like this, over the front like this. You guys get the gist. It's like there's no depth between the pillar and the top. I don't like that. I think it would look better if there was a slight overhang. Like that. You see what I mean? Just that slight little overhang there, I think is really going to make the difference. We want to replace these ones with brick as well. And match these ones up here. Like that. And now we also have another section of pillars that we need to do as well. I don't think those pillars actually exist in the picture, but we're going to put them there. But I think in the picture, those pillars are those pillars. I'll just add a sort of an extra one in, which is fine. That's cool. Let's add these ones like that. And it doesn't overhang over the edge because we then have the next layer down sort of start there. We have quartz above this. I might as well join that up to there. And same on this side. Like that. Oh, that's not right. 1 block too low. Down here. Okay, sorry about that. We want to have a slightly lower level in on either side. I like this design. Usually I only do like 1 section like this. And then that's it, or I do it an arch shape. I really like the sort of triple design. I never thought of it before. Well, still haven't because I'm taking it from from another picture. But I really like it. Let's have those pillars in here, and then we want this to be in line. Now we don't want this to go as high as that. We want this to be a little bit shorter. Not too much shorter. It still needs to get vehicles underneath it. I think we can go like 1 block extra. and I can't really go any further in. I could bring that one further out, but then we're getting pretty close to the path. Because this is going to join up to here. No, let's do it. Let's just bring this out by one extra block. Like that. And then this will have to come out an extra block. Making things bigger isn't a problem. Making things smaller can cause problems because suddenly you can't fit through things that you might have once used to. So try not to ever make things smaller than intended. But making things bigger, as long as you've got the room for it, there isn't really any drawbacks. Yeah, and then we get this sort of stagger back effect as well on this, while still leaving enough room for the vehicles to get through. Let's have that come back there. I like the overhang on the middle section. It needs to be a little bit lower. Like that. And then I think the quartz goes in on this level. Do we want to go all the way back there? Probably. Like this. And then I don't know. I can go a little bit further with the quartz. I think 2 blocks further. And then we have the quartz on this level. Do I like that? Or do we think that it should be on this one? Maybe that one. A little bit lower. Then we get a full block of clay between the 2 stairs. Down like that. Let's add those 2 as well. We're allowed to add those ones. I'm not going to worry about the other side. I can just like take the exact middle point and flip it. I'm just going to work on these 2 sides. And then we want this now. How much room can a car get under? What's sort of our minimum? We know our minimum width is 5, but our minimum height, I think, is 4. Sounds about right. 4 or 5. 3 a normal car could get under, but I don't think a lorry could. Not that lorries are going to be coming under here all that often. But I think that's pretty good. Then to get rid of this sort of very flat look, we can do the quartz pattern, the quartz slab pattern again. Sort of around this area like that. It totally diminishes that sort of flat spot, doesn't it? Totally gets rid of it. I might leave that part flat. I sort of like that flat. That part flat. That fat plat. Ooh, naughty words. So it could have like hotel written on there, or VIP, or pickup zone, or whatever could be written on there. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Anything else on the front that we need to put in? I don't think so. I think it's just a matter of sort of mirroring everything. Let's work on the side now, the depth. Now, we've got a lot of depth to work with. It doesn't matter even if we go pretty close to the water. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't think we'll get anywhere near it, though. But there is this really weird inline light pattern that goes up the side. I'm going to do it 2 blocks thick so it really does stand out. All the way up to the top of the building. And there's only one window that I can see on the side, at least on this section. All the way up to there. And then it also comes along the top. Along here. I don't know how far yet. And then we have the dark up this side. And then we have a little bit of dark. I'm going to say like 2 dark after the light ones. Before the window. And then the pattern continues. So we have 2 dark. And then we have the brown. Oops. Yeah, the brown on this height. And then back to those 2. And then the pillar again. Of lighter one. And then it goes to 2 again. Of the dark. And this is the corner. Okay, so that sort of wraps around there. That gives us a pretty good width, I think. A little bit thin. But remember, we're going to sort of go a little bit wider. As the front goes wider, we're going to do the same thing sort of with the back. Not perfectly symmetrical down this axis, though. I don't want the front to look exactly like the back. I think we'll do more of a T shape on the back. Okay, so let's go back down to brick layer. That's the corner there. let's keep this coming on the same level until we get to, I think, that line, the line of where it breaks here. And then we're going to come out. Doesn't matter how many blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks I've done. It really doesn't matter though. And then we come back. Now I only need to go to the middle because I'm going to be flipping it anyway. So I only need to go to there, and when I flip it, it'll mirror on the other side. This wall is now easy for me to do off camera. This wall is a little bit different now. We've got a minimum of that, and then a window could start here. Let's do this all the way along to there, and it can't be there. But we can have windows now anywhere between this point and that point. So if we had a window in there and a window in here, you want a lot of windows in a hotel. You need every room to have a window. You'd be pretty out of luck if you ended up with a room that didn't have a window. At the moment, I'm doing it out of the dark clay. Oh, we've got 3 in the middle. Okay, we shall just make that part wider. Yeah, if you if you ended up getting a house that doesn't have a window, I think you'd be pretty out of luck. Yeah, dark clay though. I'm doing this out of dark clay at the moment. We might do a light clay and then dark clay thing like there is on the front. But for the moment, because I don't know, I'm just going to stick with one colour. But that spaces out those windows really nicely. And it'll be the same all the way up until the top. This part doesn't need any windows in it. Like this. And then we know we can't have anything there. And I only need to go to halfway, but I do need, because it's an odd number, it always makes it a little bit more trickier. What if we had a pillar on the back here? Like that. And obviously the other one would be like here, but I don't need to do it. And in fact, that might actually help me find the middle point. We had a pillar going all the way up. That would look cool. It gives us a little bit of shape then on the back. This comes all the way along. Can't have a window there, can't have a window there. In the middle here, it's the same width as the front, so we can do our dark stained glass windows design there. And then here, I don't want to do exactly the same, so I'm gonna put the pillar in, but I'm not gonna do the sort of setback. So the pillar's going to be there, but this part isn't going to come out like it does on the front. It's going to be sort of pretty much flat on the back here. That way it's really easy for us to build swimming pools and stuff like that. So we have that one there. Again, we can do the nice sort of... We can't do a... Oh, yeah, we can. We could do the nice double black window sort of design there as well. And then this, we now have that one and that one with one block in the middle. That works. As thinner ones, or we can do slightly bigger windows and have these ones 3 blocks wide and 2 blocks high. So they're the same height, but they're just like an extra width. I think that looks a little bit weird, don't you? I think having the 1 block between, they could be like double rooms where you could get the double windows in them. Yeah, no, that works. Okay, there's nothing really for me to show you for a little while. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be putting like the brick foundation in while it's freezing. There we go. The brick foundation, and get all these windows up to the same height. I'll use the same clay all the way up, and then we'll be able to gauge how much of it we want to be the lighter clay, if any of it. Okay, so I should be back. Alright, so I've got everything to an approximate height. We're looking pretty cool though. Very dark on the back though, but I actually sort of like it. I don't think it needs to be divided into a light colour on the back because we've got these light pillars here. Obviously, I've gone a little bit over the middle there, but there's the sort of middle point. Same back door and front door sort of look, because when we do the back with the swimming pool and stuff like that, it'll just be nice having it sort of centered. Now, this part has been annoying me. What I want to do with this is just put a 2 layer of quartz slabs on top, so we get a little bit of an overhang. And I think I'll drop it back that way as well. Do I want to split up completely the brick from the... from the clay. Maybe we go the entire way around with this. Let's take a look. If we go all the way down this side, that'll give us a really good idea. Look. Yeah, you know what? That does look really nice. This comes just back to there. And then we wrap this all of the way around the building. It's quite a long one. I really like the spacing on the windows, though. I think we've got a really good height. And I think between the windows is really good as well. It's not looking too close together. Some of the rooms look like double rooms to me, which looks really nice as well. These are sort of single ones, and then those ones are double rooms. It sort of gives you those effects. I don't know what those ones are, like end ones, maybe the cheaper ones, where they're more wall and less window. But that's looking pretty cool, right? On top of here, I think you'll probably want to remove the first layer, and then put in slabs in there, which I think 44.6 will probably be a good one. Replace with 44.6. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now this is a little bit in the way of the window. Look, if we grab those, as you can see, it's sort of like half a block in front of the windows. There's two ways that we can do with this. There's two ways we can solve this. One is we can either leave it like that, or we take out this window and we just make it all brown. Like that. I think I like making it all brown better. I think I prefer that. So we want to do the same thing here. We want to remove this layer. These layers that is quite thicker because we made a few more. We kept changing our mind on how far out we wanted it. And then we could do the same thing here. And then add these. Oh, don't need to add those ones. So that window doesn't need to change. That's already at the correct height. But I think that's pretty good. I think we're nearly getting there. Let's have this wrap around the top now as well. All the way around. I really like that design on the side here. Just the clay sort of actually in the same level. I would never have thought of that. So it's really cool that was on the picture. It's a really nice touch. And then have all of this down. Don't go around the pillars. We're just going to miss the pillars out and just go straight on top of them. Ooh, do I want... I think I do. I think we would want to have... Oops. I think I want to have the sort of top that section has on here. Well, at least on the same height. We haven't got quite the same... incline on it, but if we say, I think that's in line, right? Yeah, because it's one block above, and then it'll make it really nice when it comes to the roof. Then I'm trying to think a little bit forward there, and these ones don't really need to double them up, but I always do. Underneath it, we'll do that. And then it needs to go, that's the stairs on that level. I'm trying to line it up with this side. So then that goes there, that's stair level, that's the next level, that's the pokey out level. And then that's the stair level again. Yeah? This comes down there. It should join up with that, is the plan. All the way down. Oh, please join up. If we're one block out, I don't know where we've gone wrong. No, good. Okay, that's going to help a lot. And then... this goes across, and then in the middle here we just again do the same as what we did sort of on the parking area. We take away the top layer and then we replace it with the slabs, which means we're gonna have to come down another block as well, because the slabs are going to cover up half of those like that. Okay, this part's already taken out. This one should be able to, should be able to go from there to there. 159. And the same across the top. I can't do that with the stairs though, because the stairs only face in one direction. I think you probably can change it with a weird command, but it's just easy with stairs to do it by hand. All the way along here. Then we just put the roof in, and then I think we can flip it, right? I think we can then flip it. This comes around here. Again, I only need to really go to the middle point. And then this can all be nice and flat. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool, right? Maybe it's a little bit... I think it's actually going to look okay. I think we're going to be fine. This quartz will definitely help. Like, just to there. Do I want to sort of wrap it around like that? Yeah, maybe. Do I need to do that on the front as well? Oh, no, it goes into that part. I could do it like that. Oh, no, I like that. Yeah. Okay, we want to go from here to there. Put the slabs on. And the same down here. Oh, I need to take these up first. Now, I always get a little bit nervous about flipping stuff, because sometimes I get the direction wrong and it can be a real pain. But I'm getting better at it, so hopefully we won't mess up, and we'll get a pretty full completed building in. Let's have that one to that one, and that one to that one, and that one to that one. Now, a little bit of detail needs to go on the top. Air conditioning units, things like that. I think that needs to be that one. Doesn't affect anything. No. Air conditioning units, things like that. But I don't need to worry too much. Oh, yeah, and then the very top one. There. To there. Now, here comes the tricky part. Flipping it. We're going to go to the very top. I need to come out as well. I'm on the left side, because remember, it's an even number, so we're going to have to do like a little move as well. That point will be point number 1. I'm so nervous when it comes to doing this. And then point number 2. That's pretty good for point number 2. Now, what you need to do is we're going to stand pretty much anywhere, but as long as it's sort of central. Well, it needs to be central. What's that doing there? Was there any reason for that block to be there? I don't think so. Okay, so I'm going to stand right on here. And I'm going to copy it. All... How many blocks? 59,000 blocks. We're then going to flip it in the north direction. I hope that's correct. Flip north. It says it's been flipped. We're going to go over a step because it's not an odd number. If it was an odd number, I could stay here, but it's not. And I'm going to paste minus the air. The air should be a bunch of blocks. Well, look at that. It done it right. There it is, the Amanda Hotel. Oh, I missed some glass at the bottom. That doesn't matter, though. How about that? Oh, that looks so nice. I think it's a really nice looking building. I think the colours are really nice. I think they're very expensive looking colours, which just helps. And then how's the back look? Yeah. What's that block doing there? Oh, it's a weird, like... Oh, it was a shadow. It was grass, but it was just like a weird shadow that was created. Wow. Well, check that out. That does save some time, I will admit. Having welded it does save some time. And then we'll have... Oops. That... Replace air with 160. That... No, I might go up a little bit with that one. That... for this gap, I think we just fill it in with light clay. Maybe I could put another window in actually here as well. Just like one of those windows that sort of see through. Like that. Need some light under here as well. That's sort of detail, though. I'm not too worried about that at the minute. There's a weird brown. I think I'm going to change that to 160. Not 160, 159. Set 159. Just to get that light. We don't need that to be brown. That's where the bottom of the window was that we've now removed. Did we remove that? Yeah, we did remove that. Yeah. And then replace with 160. One of these was a door on the other side. We don't need doors all in the. We don't need symmetrical doors entirely around the place. But that is pretty good. There's a lot more to do. We need the car park all out the front. This little road here was going to go to a car park. I think the multi-story car park was originally going to be there, but I changed my mind and I wanted it more at the pier. So this road, we could have a car park on this side if we wanted to, and a little car park on this side, so have two of them. That would work really well. We need swimming pools, all of that kind of thing, lighting, dress it all up. So maybe we'll be here next episode. Maybe we'll go back to the cathedral for an episode. I'm really enjoying both of these. Everything that we're building on the city at the moment, I'm really, really enjoying. That's all I've got time for, though, this episode. If the shaders load fast enough, I shall show you what it looks like with the shaders on. They do. Sweet. Let's turn that off. We should take the screenshot for this episode as well. I took the screenshot from this side last episode, so I'm going to take it from the other side. And let's move the sun back a little bit as well. Time set 3000. There we go. Look at that. Isn't it stunning? Let's stand on this side for the screenshot, hey? Where's a good spot? That's a pretty good spot. Get it nice and centered. Screenshot. Alright guys, see you in the next episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe.